Hello and welcome back. Today we've got another £500 worth of £2 coins we're hunting through, looking for commemoratives, ones with more than face value, but ideally looking to tick off the few coins we've got left. It's just 3 Commonwealth games really. Northern Ireland, Wales or Scotland would make me a very, very happy coin hunter. Otherwise we are complete up to the Great Fire of London. Anything after the Great Fire of London that was minted allegedly for circulation, not that I've seen them out in our change or seen anyone find them in their change, they too would make a very exciting find. So let's get into this bag and see if we get that exciting find we're seeking. Okay then, into bag number 1. I'll show you what we're looking at. Ooh, what is that? That's a bit of tape. That's fine. It's nothing gross, so that's all good. Okay, that's Technologies. It's the definitive design on the £2 coin, the standard design rather than being a one-off special commemorative like this one. Technologies, there are some lower mintages, just not low enough that I think that they're worth keeping. Our first commemorative though is the abolition of the slave trade. It's a fairly common design you'll find out in your change, and that's the version that went into circulation. There is a variant of it where this bobbled inner part of the texture on this bit of the coin. There's a version that's got a smooth finish with the initials DG to the bottom right of the 7. That was a version of the coin that didn't get put into circulation and was just put into sets, so do double check just in case someone's broken that out of their Royal Mint collector's pack and for whatever reason has paid it into their bank, spent it at the shops or whatever. I guess when the things like that happen, it's more than likely someone that doesn't understand that there is a numismatic or collector's value to the coin. Although saying that, it's lots of those same people. Wow! Magna Carta! Now that's a coin you don't see too often. Do check in the details, you'll find little bits of cud metal around. It's just where it's quite a detailed design, and if the dies get damaged, it does cause some interesting bobbliness of lumps of metal where they shouldn't be, but it doesn't add a huge amount of value. It's 2015 though, so check the portrait. This is the portrait it should be. Again, the circulating version had Jodie Clark's 5th and final portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, whereas for the collector's set it had Ian Rank Broadley's 4th portrait of the Queen. So again, an interesting variant just to keep you, it's worth keeping your eyes open in case someone has spent it. And there's our second abolition of the slave trade. But no, not a bad start. We found 3 commemorative coins. So 2 of those are duplicates and 1 that's just Magna Carta. Magna Carta tends to be over face value. I do put values up for all of those which are consistently over face value. You will find examples of very, very common coins like the abolition of the slave trade, or I don't know, the VE Day anniversary within £2 coins, or like this one, Brunel's portrait. Again, 1 or 2 Brunel coins, but very, very common. The odd occasion someone will pay more than face value for those. Either they can't get their hands on it in change, or they live abroad and can't get their hands on UK coins readily, so they'll part with a bit of money for it, but overall it's a common face value coin. Right, this comes from 2016, it's Shakespeare. It is Shakespeare's tragedies. It's not the rarest, not the most common of the 3 that were released, but we do check the edge inscription. What a piece of work is a man is the correct edge inscription for that coin, so not too exciting, but it's still, as I said, a smidge over face value. I think that's mainly down to it being a popular 3 coin set to collect, the Shakespeare comedy being a little bit harder to get your hands on. Ooh, there we go, there's another Shakespeare tragedies. Come on, edge inscription, we found it once before. What a piece of work is a man, so no, sadly not. And again, you'll see this border, you can see the border between the inner and the outer is slightly off kilter. That does not make a very rare and valuable error, unfortunately. It's just a byproduct. If you think about when coins get minted for circulation, the focus on that is the speed and the efficiency in producing them, so there will be the odd anomaly that'll make it through. For an error to be rare and valuable, has to be a little bit more exciting than that, unfortunately. Charles Dickens there, he's very common. Go on to the top row. But no, as I was saying, the values I put up for the coins, the way I find a valuation of coin, you plug that coin into eBay, ignore what things are being listed for, because as we all know, and I've said it 1,000 times, you can list whatever you want for whatever price you want on eBay. It does not mean that that's what it's worth. So this one, Florence Nightingale, again, very, very common. worth only face value. But no, so you want to then, with the results on eBay, filter that by sold listings and then take an average of what they've been selling for. Now obviously if a coin sells for 20 times in and around £2, oh, that's very nice. King James Bible. It's a stunning find. We don't see King James Bible all that often. It's got Magna Carta, King James's, I can't talk today. King James Bible and Shakespeare tragedies. Well, this is panning out to be a great hunt. But no, as I was saying, with eBay prices, if something sells for £5 20 times on eBay, or around £5, and there's one that sold for £150, ignore the one. The outliers don't count. There's another abolition of the slave trade, as we know, very common. And this is the more common of the three Shakespeares. This is Shakespeare's histories. The edge inscription should read as the Hollow Crown, so that is fine. I check on video, during the videos I should say, the edge inscriptions on all the 2016 coins, because they seem to be the ones, they seem to be a year where the Royal Mint made a couple of boo-boos with edge inscriptions. So I do check them all on whilst I'm hunting through the coins. I will at the end of the video check all of the coins, all of the commemoratives like this one, which is quite exciting, Robert Burns, all of the definitive technologies for edge inscriptions and rotation errors, double dies, those kind of things too. But no, Robert Burns, another stunning find. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over face value commemoratives, well 6 if you count the 2 tragedies. So we found more. Oh, there we go. That's Shakespeare complete. That is Shakespeare's comedies. All the World's a Stage. So that's fine. That's how it should be. Look at that bottom row. We've found more rare coins than we have common coins. Although this is going to start redressing the balance though, because that's very common. World War I's Army Centenary. No rotation error on that. What does that say? Oh, it says country upside down. That's why. That's all fine then. Edge inscription correct on that one, sadly. I checked the rotation error on that one because again, it's I guess any £2 coin there's a chance you could find a rotation error, but the commemoratives where people have been telling me that they have found rotation errors are the ones I'll check on the video. But again, at the end of the video, you won't see me doing it because I will just cut, check it, and then paste at the end anything that I found. I will of course update you at that point. Abolition of the slave trade again, and Charles Darwin. It's one that recently I've started valuing over face value. They are consistently selling for quite a wide range, for either £2.50, which is not an awful lot over the face value, especially if you have to then pay sellers fees, postage fees, things like that. But they can sell for like up to £5, which I think is pretty extraordinary. It's all or nothing with that one. No way! 2 King James Bibles! Now that is a holy Toledo, isn't it? The Bible, twice on a hunt. So these 2015 technologies are always worth checking because they're the ones I tend to find that I do tend to find rotation errors on from time to time. Active Union, again very common, could be a rotation error. That one I think is fine though. The rest of those are nothing. Whoops. Everything's fall over on the side. But no, we can't grumble. This has been an extraordinary hunt. Nothing new for the book so far, but we've still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 8 bags to go. My goodness. There we've got VE Day Anniversary, which again, very common. In fact, the most common commemorative £2 coin, if memory serves. What's up with that? Is that one a bit bent? Someone's bent the coin. Bizarre. Maybe it's just my eyes playing tricks on me rather than actually being damaged to it. But if that's the case, it probably is one that's been damaged in circulation. Post-mint damage, PMD, as people shorten it down to. Coin naturally, a coin that has been damaged whilst it's been in circulation rather than during the process of minting it. That doesn't add any value. Because anyone could take a hammer and start whacking the coin. But sometimes telling the difference between one that's had some mint damage is an error, an anomaly, and one that has just been attacked in circulation, like this one. Oh, you can't see it. Let me get the angle right. We might be able to show you. There you go, that little pattern. So, I'm not quite sure what's caused that. Maybe it's been pressed up against something with that sort of weird pattern. But again, there'll be no value to finding one of those, unfortunately. That is not a rare error. Although, there are plenty of people out there who would find one and list it on eBay as a rare error. So you've always got to be really mindful. Just because someone has access to eBay and can post things on eBay doesn't mean they should always be trusted. Because, yeah, even the opposite end, it can be hard to tell something that's had mint damage and something that's just been damaged in circulation. So, but I'm always skeptical. That's my golden rule. Be skeptical, don't believe. Right, Trinity House, another fairly common commemorative, but we haven't had it today, so it does add some variety to today's hunt. We haven't done an edge hunt. I've got 3 bags left. People always tell me off when I forget to do an edge hunt. I do apologise. We will do one now. So, £2 coins, the last circulating coin with an edge inscription. It's unique to the design, but if it says standing on the shoulders of giants, we know that is a standard Technologies definitive. And I think these are all going to be Technologies, which is not what we want to see. We want to find a nice exciting edge inscription from a rare coin. So we'll try once more before we wrap up on the last bag. What have we got? We have shoulders, giants, shoulders of giants, shoulders, standing giants, the shoulders. So no, all Technologies. Naturally, with the edge inscription, it's 50-50 which way round the edge inscription will be. There's no right or wrong way, so don't fall for that nonsense. Now then, we're on to the last bag of the hunt. A very good hunt. We found some lovely coins, so although there's nothing new to add to the book, this is definitely still a win in my mind. But links in the description of this video, as usual. Will take you over to my coin collecting Discord server if you want to come over and join that. There's links to my other social media channels, and the PO box address if you want to write into me, and of course a link to the Britannia Coin Company. That's the company I work for as my day job, so please do check them out too. I'm just going to whiz through all these coins now, see if there's any errors that I've missed throughout the hunt. Unfortunately, no errors found today. It's been a long time since we found an error in one of these videos, but we've got to keep looking, because eventually we'll find it. The only way to guarantee we'll never find another error is to stop looking for them. In terms of our star finds then, oh my goodness, we've got some real corkers here. I guess I'll put Shakespeare tragedies in there as well. 2 King James Bibles. That doesn't happen all that often. It's tricky enough just finding one, let alone 2 in one hunt. Amazing stuff. But as ever, let me know in the comments what your favourite coin from today's video has been, and all it leads me to is thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for more coins. Bye.